It is run. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Washington Wizards. Now here is Holiday to the paint. Back to Leonard. 5 to shoot. Elbow shot is on the way. That one off the back iron and out. And so Levine will bring it up now for Washington.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Now, here's Leonard. Following the miss by Giannis. Van Vliet outside. About a minute played so far here in the first. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals. Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special. Well, one of the things you think about immediately with Zach LaVine is his gifted, incredible athleticism. Shows it off there.
Right side Leonard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
When a pick like that is questionable and it creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set. Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Here's Giannis. Levine. It's all in by the Bulls. Pass to Leonard. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Kawhi's game comes with a measure of resolve as a scorer. Contact simply doesn't affect him as much as other players.
Now here's Van Vliet. Inside. Isaac with the steal. Booker with it. Now defended by Levine. Here's Leonard. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Adams. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Leonard attacking. Over Bogdanovich. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I love scorers who want to seek contact contact. Kawhi Leonard consistently in the top 20 in free throw attempts.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Fast break, here we go. It's tipped. A shot by Holiday, nobody around. Buries it from three-point range.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 5 now.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Back to Van Vliet. Down low. And to Kumbo. No good with the layup.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Isaac with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line. When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
Well, Eric Bledsoe, one of those guys that is so difficult to contain in the dribble drive situation.
On the wing, Booker. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bledsoe with it. Isaac picks him up. Bledsoe outside. Off target from three-point range. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 16-6 run. A three from Leonard. On the wing, Booker. Adams' shot is good.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for them on the way to the basket.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Stolen by Ball.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
Back to Iguodala. Jacks up a three.
Boy, nicely contested by Levine. He can be a smothering defender when focused.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanović was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. The Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Iguodala gets the bucket. You know, winning that championship as you did, great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, G.A., take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Here's Giannis. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Pass to Collins. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. And the drought.
Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
And here is Ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Millsap. Cauley-Stein at the elbow. Anunoby in the corner. Back to Cauley-Stein. He wants to get to Millsap and does. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
With a solid mid-range shot, Millsap's game does so much more for his team's spacing.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo looking to get it going. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Hey, guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
And that one, good.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
To the middle. It's deflected. Millsap with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by Van Vliet. Here's Collins. And finish off by Collins.
Well, we've seen Fred VanVleet play elite-level defense on the game's biggest stage. 2019 Finals, he was brilliant. Get a look at the defense right there.
Now here's Cauley-Stein. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, that man is going for the jugular.
Here's Van Vliet. Back to Collins.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces them to get sloppy.
The Wizards have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far. So both teams changing it up here.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is not a young man you want to send to the line. Booker's already a lights-out foul shooter.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Wizards trailed by 18. Bledsoe outside. Fires the 3. No good there. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Ball with a wide open look. Stein trying to free himself up. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got his second basket of the game.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Bledsoe outside. Sinks the triple. Bledsoe's got 7 points in the game.
And when Bledsoe can make range shots, it sets up the rest of his offense.
Booker outside. The three. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Fournier gets a wide open look. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, this is where Fournier's at his best. Give him some room to run, and that speed will take its toll.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. On the wing, Booker. He has 7. And yes, it's good. 9 points in the game so far.
Just tremendous concentration by Booker. Defense tries to bully him, but he stays completely locked and loaded.
Here's Booker. And it's the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's Van Vliet after Eric Bledsoe's score. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. By Giannis.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Holiday with it. Back to Booker. Here's the three. Rebound, Washington.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Drains it from 17 feet out. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And to me, this is the perfect spot for a Giannis jump shot. Keeps the opponent honest.
Outside Leonard. To the inside. Stolen by Collins. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jump by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And again, Chicago, no good.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Oh, Van Vliet, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. On the clock. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets brain trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. They grabbed their own miss. Outside Leonard. Inside. Over Giannis. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
It's tipped. Isaac with the steal. Booker with it. Now defended by Levine. Good.
Timeout.
Booker's
Timeout.
got 11 points.
Started.
You know, Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Pass to Anunoby. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
One shot.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
Wizards trailed by 15. Here's Tucker. Lays it up and banks it in. Tucker's got his first points of the game.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Here's Anunoby. Millsap left side. Lets it go with the three. Rebounded by Tucker.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Here's Iguodala. Following the basket by Evan Fournier. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Shooting one.
So Iguodala will go to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. The Bulls have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Lets it go from deep. Iguodala, no good. Fournier for 3. Hangs home the trifecta. Fournier's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're so adept at sizing up the defense, guys. You cannot give Fournier any space.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Back to Iguodala. There's the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
We know Andre Iguodala has proven himself a capable three-point shooter. You've got to show him a measure of respect.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Well, and we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Bulls leading by 14. Adams outside. Pass to Anunoby. Iguodala's drive. Millsap. They get the rebound. Back to Adams. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. And the Bulls lead by 16.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Bledsoe left side. So it's Chicago now. Outside, Ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Outside Collins. To the paint. It's stolen by Adams. Ball feeling it out a bit. Ball slams it in.
Ball finishes with power, not just going for the layup, solid at throwing it down deep inside.
For three, Van Vliet. The shot will not fall, so the Bulls will take it the other way. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. The Bulls leading by 20. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Millsap. The fadeaway. And the shot goes down.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Van Vliet up top. Al Levine. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
And Ball slams it in.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And it's in there.
What you appreciate is OG Anunoby's detailed and patient offensive approach, simply taking what the defense gives him.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis with another miss.
And boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
To the wing on the left. Outside for Millsap.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Back to Van Vliet. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Outside Holiday. Left side Leonard. On the wing Booker. Tries it from 19. Rebound Washington. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Leonard.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
It's good.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Isaac. Fires for three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Outside Collins. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Back to Leonard. From the arc. And the Bulls get it back. And the rejection by Collins. Here's Van Vliet. And that falls. And welcome you. To Noche and beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Now for the Wizards, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Jazz. Now here is Holiday. Drops in the layup for two. Holiday's got the opening bucket of the night here for Chicago. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt, and that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the court. You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
And Leonard has it in the corner. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Makes it off the glass.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Wizards. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Adams, right side. Back to Booker. Adams with it. He's guarded by Collins. 4 on the clock. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Now here's Van Vliet. Sweet little floater.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
Isaac with some nice D.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Booker looking around. Pass to Adams. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. And Adams with the slam.
You have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Van Vliet with it. Down low. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Outside Holiday. Isaac outside. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's the teardrop. Nice hit again. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And there's the call on Washington with the foul.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Holiday. This one for three. And it's Kawhi Leonard with the three. Leonard's got five.
Started. And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from three. Boy, how times have changed.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Anunoby, good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
That one goes. Count it.
And Bledsoe, one of the most efficient finishers in our league. For a player of his size, he is extremely polished inside.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Chicago making a switch here. There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. Rejected by Harris. And he's able to get it back. Wizards trailed by 7. Ibaka goes in. Out to Harris. On deep. A shot off that time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Stay locked in. That's what helps Cauley Stein finish off these challenging buckets over the defense.
Washington calls timeout. It's hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Now here's Bledsoe. Pocket 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. The Bulls leading by 9. In the corner, Iguodala with it. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Top of the key, Harris. Outside for Bledsoe. Takes a 3. That one's not going to go. And if it goes, the shot missing. And so it's Chicago in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latino specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Over in the corner, onto the Kumbo. Kept alive. Collins goes back up. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvidas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think we're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. The Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you.
When you think of Cauley Stein, the word length comes to mind. A huge target on offense and a tenacious shot blocker and rebounder on the defensive end. Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Iguodala outside. That one's off, still out of sync. Washington trailing. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Outside Bogdanovic. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Here's Giannis. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up off the glass. Giannis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Wizards.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Ibaka.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Chicago calls timeout. Some changes for Chicago. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Leonard on the wing. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Leonard, no luck.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor. Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Here's Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Giannis. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And the Wizards with possession. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
outside Leonard. Yep, that one goes in there. Leonard's got 7. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Now the Wizards with it. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2.
I don't think that was a pass he should make. Too many things can go wrong. I mean, they're lucky to keep possession.
Bulls on D. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. VanVleet wide open. The Wizards with another miss. Bulls trailed by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
It's all about Antetokounmpo. In the corner, it's Levine. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And it's a 9-point Wizards lead. Outside Leonard. Kicks it out to Booker. 3-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Levine. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
He's excellent slashing to the bucket. When Levine attacks like this, he forces the D's hand.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek freak, the most dominant pace scorer since Shaq himself. One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Yeah, he doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer.
And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Pass to Leonard. Hits the 3-point bomb. Leonard's got 12.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
It's good. And the Wizards lead by 12.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Rebound by the Wizards. Gets it off. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Washington. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And we'll be right back after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. Giannis has got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Wizards. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. And Adams with the slam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Washington calls timeout. Greg Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Not going to go that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Bulls shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
6 to shoot. Leonard, that's for 2. They get it back. And again, Chicago turns it over. Wizards leading by 10. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Shot clock at 2. And Kumbo. Second chance shot. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The big wingspan of Ibaka, very difficult to outreach him for rebounds.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
Back to Booker. And Holiday has it in the corner. No good off the back of the rim. Ibaka outside. Levine wide open. Cans it from downtown. Levine's got 9.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
It's stolen by Ibaka. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Left side, Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 18 points for him.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And here is Van Vliet. 7 points in the game. Inside. Just 5 to shoot. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Here's Levine. That shot, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. To the middle. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Kicks it out to Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And the Wizards lead by 15.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need...
Oh, that was something else.
You should see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
Pass to Anunoby. Millsap trying to get open. And the Bulls, another 3.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Tries from 10. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And you love the veteran footwork. I mean, Iguodala off the track.
To the inside. And finished off by Collins.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Wide open look here for Cauley-Stein. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
He thought he could snake over the top on that one, but that play more often than not gets called.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Takes the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass the ball. Now, here's Anunoby. From deep, Iguodala. Eric Bledsoe with the rebound. Got a piece of it. Iguodala with the steal. He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Washington Wizards. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Pass to Fournier. Now Ibaka. He's covered by Iguodala. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Washington with the ball. Van Vliet outside. Buries it from three-point range.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul. Washington controlling the game. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Wasted no time on that one. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points here in the second half.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Pass to Bogdanovich. And the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
For 3, Booker. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
On the wing, Booker. Back to Leonard. Outside Holiday. Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Giannis, no good. Here's Leonard. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Leonard's got 20.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
Pass to Ibaka. It's stolen by Adams. Leonard, that's for two. Again, Chicago.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
In the corner, it's Levine. Drills it from outside.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Booker outside. Leonard on the wing. Over Giannis. They get the rebound. Isaac. And he converts the layup.
Guys, you got to respect the activity level of Isaac. A young mobile big who knows how to keep plays alive.
Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because now I think they're on to something. We could get that. And, you know, and but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Right side, Leonard. Over Levine. And the Bulls tack on two more.
And all of a sudden, things really coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
And keeping the defense honest, every team in our league practically begs Giannis to take that shot.
Leonard, no luck. Leonard with the steal. Leonard on the wing. Jacks up a three. It's good from long range. Leonard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Wizards.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Antetokounmpo, that's a 2-pointer. Shoots the 3. That shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Pass to Leonard. Adams down low. Outside Leonard. Shoots over Van Vliet. And here is Adams. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Van Vliet. Giannis outside. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge.